Hi, everybody. Tell me if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up. It's Monday morning. We're ready to go. If you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Looks like we've got 19 people here now. Hopefully we'll get some more soon. If you guys are here, we are ready to go. So today we're going to talk about why have a Facebook business page. Why is it so important to have a Facebook business page? See my face on the board there? Just trying to have a little personality. I know I should be smiling, but it is Monday, right, everybody? Monday, Monday, Monday. So, you guys, first I want to tell you, you don't need to have your real estate license to start your social media, to get it going. You need your real estate license to sell real estate. You need your real estate to sell real estate, but you don't need it to talk about real estate. Okay, so I'm going to quickly put this on the board. You do not need your real estate license to grow your sphere of influence. You all know what the sphere of influence is? It's just your contacts. It's get in touch with older people, wish them happy birthday, saying how you doing, how's the kids, just so when you do pass your exam, you're not sitting there saying like, oh, hi, we haven't spoken in 20 years, but you want to buy a home from me? You want to touch base with those people. And a great way to do that is via social media and start talking about real estate in that social media. Once again, you can't sell, but you can start to build things. What do you guys think? Good idea? You guys think it's a good idea? Give me a thumbs up. All right, great, good idea. Okay. The other thing I want to go over is, and I'll get into the topic of the day, you guys have a golden opportunity as a new agent. You guys have a golden opportunity as a new agent right now. Why? Because if you go to all the real estate conventions, and you go to your company and you have the brokers tell you what to do, they're going to say things like, well, when you go to a party, hand out a business card. Well, when you go to Starbucks, have your name tag. Well, when you go to the gym, make sure you say you're a real estate agent. All right? When you have an open house, sell cookies. They're going to tell you things that applied 20 years ago, or 10 years ago, or even 5 years ago. But we all agree social media has changed a lot in recent years. These older agents don't think about that because they're relying on a downline, which is great for them. But if you're a new agent, you don't have a downline. You don't have a whole pipeline of business coming in. They're saying that because they have a pipeline, but they really wouldn't know what to do as a new agent. So they're going to fall behind. They're going to fall off. But for you guys who are ready to go, who understand social media, understand the modern world, you could take over and you could do really well. I mean, let's think logically. We're in the COVID era now. And not to mention, social media has been going pretty strong for the past 5, 10, 15 years anyway. But the coronavirus has just put that on hyperspeed that everybody's going to find things online. If you're depending on going to parties to hand out business cards to find your business, I don't know if it's the best plan in the world. Okay, but these older agents, they do not know how to get clients in the new age. So let's get going. But you guys will, and you guys are going to do amazing. First thing, with your Facebook business page, think of it more as a resume portfolio rather than a lead generator. Okay, when you do talk to somebody, when you do finally get that client, whether it's in person or online via email marketing or Instagram, they're going to look you up. And if you don't have a well laid out Facebook business page, you guys are going to look bad. It's going to look like unprofessional, don't know what you're doing. They're going to think, hell, if they can't put up their own page to promote their business, how are they going to promote my home? How are they going to sell my home for a top price? Okay, so think of it more as a resume or portfolio. Facebook groups, Instagram, YouTube, great for getting leads. Facebook business page, think of it more as a resume or portfolio. It's a really important one because it gives you the ability to do a lot of different things. Gabriella says, I've been receiving direct message from brokerages offer internships from Instagram. There you go, Gabriella. Work with those brokers. They know what's going on in the modern era. Gabriella, you're going to be awesome. Just thought I'd throw that out there, Gabriella. So on my board here, I see Jordan Subert, his Facebook business page. Everybody see it? You guys see Jordan there? He looks dashing in his suit and red bow tie. I love that because he's trying to put forth a unique look, a brand, if you will. Just like I have my hat, he's doing the red bow tie, black shirt thing. Okay, that's his thing. And it's always a good thing to stand out. He has a nice picture there, a professional one, white background, so his head pops out there. He's got information. He's got his little slogan. Are the things going to be better? Sure, but it's pretty good. And this is what I mean. People are going to look him up. They're going to see him there. We're going to go over more reasons why you want to have this instead of using your personal page for business. Do not use your personal page for business. That is so novice. So novice. Okay, first reason it's really good to have your business page. Helps you organize photos and videos that is solely for your business. You don't want photos mixed in with that awesome party you went to last night, or this great date you had with the love of your life, or your kid's birthday party. You should not be posting photos of your kids and loved ones all over the place because you don't know they want that. Okay, and it's a dicey world. The photos you put out should be calculated. Frankly, I'm rather selective with the images I put out, but I have to put myself out there as you guys do because that's business. We got to get business. But that doesn't mean we want to drag everybody else into it. So you see Jordan has his photos put out on his page, and they're all business related. His fiance Melanie, right, is in the photos with him, but she does business with him. They're a team. So that's why he's got those photos there. So his photos are well organized. He's got his cute dog with that little picture that says, "My parents are realtors." Very cute. So all of it's geared towards getting business. You could argue if his photos are good or bad, but what he's doing great is he's making sure that he's trying to make them business oriented. Okay, there's nothing personal in there. Everybody with me so far? Right? I'm with you, Joe. I'm with you. This is awesome. This is important stuff. Okay, next up, privacy. Privacy is a big deal these days, folks. I mean, there are some creepy people out there. You guys are going to do real estate. You're going to put your name out there, okay? You have to do it. But you don't have to give your personal information. Everybody got it? Why am I saying this? When you message somebody from your personal profile, you're giving them access to your personal information. When you're messaging them from your business profile, they respond to your business, you as a real estate agent. Everybody got it? This is so important, okay? You message people from your business profile, they're responding to the business. It's private, okay? Not just for you, but for them too. When you write to them through your business profile, you don't have access to their information. You could just message them, but it doesn't mean you could see all their information on their Facebook page. So for them, it's good too, because I may want to work with a real estate agent. I may say, you know what? I went to the open house. They look like they know what they're doing. I found them on Instagram. They seem really organized. I want to contact them, but I don't need them knowing who I am or where I ate dinner last night. Okay? I just want to see if I can do business with them. So it goes both ways. Everybody got that? It's hugely important. So privacy for messaging people is huge for the basic business page. Anna says, should we get a business phone number? It depends how much business you're doing, Anna. That's a great point. I would get a business phone number. You could get them for super cheap. There's a lot of different ways you could do it with an extra line. On your cell phone, it's a great question. Anna asked if you could have a business phone number. So I'll tell you, you could set up 2 SIM cards in your phones. A lot of phones have this these days. And what that means is when somebody calls on your phone, you could see if it's coming from your business or your personal. How many of you guys didn't realize that? For example, I have an iPhone with AT&T. You could set up 2 phones on that one phone, 2 lines. So when somebody calls me, I know if it's coming in from business or it's personal. Kenita uses Google Voice. So it's up to you. But in this day and age, there are a lot of programs and a lot of services that will let you have 2 phones. Like I said, I have the iPhone and I just use 2 SIM cards. A lot of phone providers do that, where when it comes in, I know what line it's coming from, and I could call out with the line I choose. Okay, what do you guys think? Good tip? Thank you for that question. Who asked that? Anna Midrano. I love that question, Anna. Thank you. It's all about the privacy. Okay, you can organize your vital information in a business appropriate fashion. Remember, this is basically your resume. And you see here, this does not look like a personal page. You see Jordan's information on the left? It says how many people like it. It says his link, his phone number. Okay? It has his email, right? All the things he wants to disclose. Now, you could choose what you want to disclose here. But you can see my point here. It's nicely laid out. You can put an address, whatever you want, a little slogan. He says, your local realtor helping get the keys to your kingdom while giving you the royal treatment every step of the way. I like that. Don't steal that. That's his. Well, I guess if you live in a different area, he'll never know. Okay? So you guys could do that. Monte Montgomery says, I don't have a personal Facebook, so I'll start a business one. Get a different line. You need to have a personal one to create the business one, and we'll get into why later. But the personal one you create could just be an empty page for the purpose of creating the business one. So you don't need to fully engage and put smiley faces and put all your feelings of love, loss, happiness, politics, religion, all the other stuff people like to put. Okay. Moving right along. So you see this here. And this is why I said it's a nice resume, all right? If you send people here, you spend so much time getting these websites that have all this information, you're basically duplicating the information that you're going to have on your Facebook page. So you don't always need the website. By the way, I forgot to mention this. You're on the Agent School channel. Make sure you have people subscribe to this, because we're trying to separate the prep agent stuff to this, because we just found it was confusing as people came to prep agent for real estate exam prep. So for all the things related to getting your business going, we created a separate channel for that. So make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, okay, if you want the business tips on how to get going. We're trying to separate the two so it's less confusing for everybody. Maricela Morales says, should we have a business email? Absolutely, you should have a business email, and one that you control, not your brokers. Okay, so you control that business email, not your brokers. So it could be like, Maricela at maricelamorales.com. I don't know if that's available. I'm just going off my top of my head, right? And the reason I say you don't want the companies, your brokers very often offer you an email, but what's the problem? If you don't work with them anymore, there goes your email. Becomes really awkward. Okay, brand management. Put forth professional photo and cover pic, just like Jordan has here. Professional photo and cover pic. Real simple, real clean. It's designed for business. It's not his personal one. If you guys ever see my personal one, all right, it does not look like my professional pic. Let me see if I can find it here. I think I have it in one of the photos here. Let me see. There it is. You guys see next to create post on the left? That's my personal one. It's me with hat and glasses. It's still a hat, but it's very different than my business one. Okay. Let me skip ahead to what I think is probably one of the most important things. Facebook reviews. This is huge. Oh, Patricia says there are persons that are soliciting business on Prep Agent Study Group. Is there someone to monitor the Prep Agent Facebook Study Group? Patricia, yes, there is. It is a little bit of whack-a-mole for us. I mean, we're constantly trying to filter that. I mean, I think there's almost 40,000 people in that group. So if you see somebody soliciting business, just report it, and then we will get it. You just got to report it, and then we take care of it. Because no, it's not okay for them to solicit business, but it is difficult to try and keep up with all of them. For every one that you see, I think there's 5 more that we've probably eliminated who are trying to solicit business there. So if you see people soliciting business there, just report it and we'll take care of it. Okay, back to the matter at hand. Facebook reviews. Okay. This is probably the most important thing of all, part of your Facebook page. You see Jordan's Facebook reviews here? You cannot fake this. You cannot fake this, right? Why? Because you see how it says Yana Raimundo and Melanie Ginsburg? That links to their actual profile, okay? So you know it's a real person. The other thing is Jordan can't delete that. Whether they say something good or bad, they cannot delete that, all right? So these are legit. Very different than when somebody just puts reviews on their website because you don't know where it came from, what it's all about. You could also embed this on your website. If you don't know what embed means, it means when somebody looks at your website, they can actually see this page and see these reviews, and it's updated as this page is updated. Everybody got it? This is called social proof in the online marketing world. It gives validation to the people. Many of you guys are here with me now because you saw the reviews on the Prep Agent Facebook page, and you saw that we had something like 1,000 of them, and they were 5 out of 5, and they were really good. So you said, okay, the social proof is that these people are good at what they do. This is huge. People look online for reviews all the time, and Facebook reviews are much stronger than most because they're linked to legitimate profiles. Everybody got that? This is probably the most important thing of all. Okay, somebody asked me if you could have a business account if you haven't passed your exam yet, you don't have your license yet. Absolutely you can, okay? You should be setting this up. It's just about what you say. You can't be selling real estate on that account just yet. Does everybody understand that? You could have a professional Instagram, you could have Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, a website, everything all set up so when you do have your license, you're ready to go. You just can't say that you sell, that you could take a listing or things of that nature. But you could talk about real estate. You could have a business page, say that you're a real estate blogger. You could say you're just somebody who loves discussing real estate. Start to build a following around that topic. Everybody got it? You should start to build a following around that topic. Just don't state that you're licensed and don't do licensed activities. Talking about real estate is not a licensed activity. Everybody got that? When you go on vacation, you take a picture of the buildings, of the monuments. You post them on your social media. That doesn't mean you're trying to sell that building or that monument, but it's still real estate. Okay. Montanese says, Joe, should I subscribe to which account on Prep Agent? If I passed, I want to... This one, the one you're on right now. You're on the Agent School channel right now. The one we're at right now. Okay, so that reviews I really wanted to touch upon. Now let me go back here. We talked about this. Events. The business page allows you to set up events, like if you do open houses or if you're doing networking functions where you want people to attend. People get notified via Facebook, and they have all that information on the events page. Really good asset there. Speaking of groups, a lot of you guys talk about groups. Diana Bruner says, what about LinkedIn? LinkedIn is an amazing source, Diana. It's just that's not the topic of today. But Diana, trust me, I'm going to do a whole bunch of webinars on LinkedIn. You got it, Diana. Give me a high five for bringing up LinkedIn. Can you give me like an emoji high five? I'd really appreciate that. LinkedIn's amazing. It's just not the topic I'm discussing today. But Diana, you bet I'm going to do a whole bunch of webinars on LinkedIn as well because it is enormous for real estate agents. Absolutely vital. So thank you for bringing that up. Okay, when you participate in groups, remember we talked about that whole privacy bit when I was talking about messaging? Same thing applies to groups. Groups get crazy people, right? You see some crazy people in those groups, okay? So if you look here in this group, you could choose how to interact. Joe Juter's my personal one. Then you have Joe Juter, my professional page, and you have the prep agent page. So I could choose how I want to interact in those groups. Everybody got that? You could choose how you want to interact in the groups so you can maintain your privacy. Everybody got that? This is why it's so huge. So when you create groups or when you participate in groups, you could choose if you want to act as the business person or your personal one. You guys got to get out your name to the public as much as possible, but you got to do it in a professional, smart way. How many of you guys feel like you know me through my social media, through Instagram, YouTube, these webinars, all that kind of stuff, right? A lot of you guys feel like you know me. And that's my goal. I want us to feel comfortable so you're comfortable learning from me and doing business with me. But at the same time, I don't talk about my home. I don't talk about my family. I don't talk about my politics. I don't talk about religious stuff. I don't talk about, different personal things. So as much as you guys know me, I try and be very calculated in what I share and what I don't share. I want to convey that you feel like you know me so you're comfortable doing business with me, but I don't want you to know me so much where I feel it's a little creepy when I get a text message at 2 a.m, okay, which has happened sometimes. All right, everybody get my point? So you want to get yourself out there, but you want to be intelligent how you do it. This is one of the ways, okay? Choosing to interact in a Facebook group as your professional business. One day you guys can know all about me if we sit at Starbucks, and have like a latte. But you guys get my point. You have to be calculated in what you share publicly. Insights and analytics, we're not going to get into that because it's a little more complicated than need be. Insights and analytics, you can analyze what posts are working, what's sharing, what's not being shared, and that's all very important. You can only do that page. Personal page does not have that ability. Serenity says, Joe, should include the broker's pick. I don't know if I missed. Okay, so Serenity, after you passed, then you'll have a broker. You can share that pick. Before, obviously, you don't have a broker. You can't. The one thing I will warn you guys about branding yourself too close to the broker is if you leave that broker, which you want that option to do, you may or may not, but you want that option, you don't want to have to do all your branding all over again. Okay, does that make sense? You don't want to have to do the branding all over again. So you want to put the broker's logo if it helps in your images, but once again, you got to be calculated at. Don't ever forget, you don't work for them. You're an independent contractor. So you got to promote the business yourself. All right, moving right along. Rebecca says, what about if I already have a business? Should I mix that page with trying to be a realtor? It depends what the business is. You got to make that calculated decision. You got to put your marketing genius hat on. A lot of personal trainers mix it. A lot of hairdressers mix it. People have a lot of clients. They want to mix it because they want to get those clients from there into the real estate business. But I can't answer that for you because unfortunately, Rebecca, depends on your business, depends on the clients, depends who they are. And you got to make that decision as a business savvy marketing genius, all right, if it'll work for you. Depends on the reputation you have there, the people, all that kind of stuff. We talked about the Facebook reviews, which were huge. Advertising. You can't do advertising from your personal page. You could do it through the business page, though. Okay, you could do all the advertising you want through the business page. You could do paid posts. You see those ads on Facebook, you could create those. But those get very tricky, I'll warn you. Those ads can get a little tricky. You don't want to do that until you really understand what's going on and how to kind of execute that correctly. Otherwise, you'll lose a lot of money. But there are people that help you, which brings me to my next point. Through your business page, you could give people access to it without giving them access to your personal account. Everybody got that? Okay, you could give access to those people, and they could help you analyze your Facebook page, create posts, edit things, create ads, do analytics for you, but it doesn't mean they're going to have access to your personal account. That's the other big feature. Maricela says, if we have questions, how can we on a prep agent team? On prepagent.com. That's where you would go. Okay, everybody got that? So that's a big one. And last but not least, you are limited. On your personal page, you are limited to 5,000 friends or followers. On the business page, the sky's the limit. You don't ever want to be limited. So you have a business page, so that sky's the limit. 5,000 followers just won't be enough when you become a superstar. All right? So that's the basics of that. I want to go over that today. We're going to be doing more free webinars, a whole lot more free webinars on how to grow your business. I want you guys to stay tuned. We're going to send out schedule with it. But for now, just subscribe to the Agent School channel. Okay, subscribe to the Agent School channel. Lisa Lett says they're a good source for buyer seller tips. You bet. Cynthia is going to be doing some webinars on that. If you guys have topics you want, make sure you message us. You could message me through my Instagram, instagram.com/Joe Juter. I just put it up there. And I will put it on the board. Let me see if I can make this super big for everybody. So you can find me here. Everybody see that? Instagram.com/Joe Juter. Follow me there. I'll be giving you a lot more tips on how to grow your business. I said this is a work in progress, but we're going to make it better and better as the days goes on. It's free for all you guys. We don't want you guys just pass the exam. We want you excelling in real estate. So if there's different topics you want, we will cover it. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to you soon.